Hát az, hogy én vagyok az első, aki a Celebrity ligából a Pro ligába igazol, az nyilván büszkeséggel töltem meg. Hát azért menő dolog. Rohadt sokat dolgoztunk. Az én történetemben szerintem ez az érdekes, az, hogy 3 évvel ezelőtt egy aputestű, kétgyermekes műsorvezető voltam, és szerintem senki sem gondolta volna, hogy pár évvel később egy profi boxmérkőzésre fogok majd készülni. Ráadásul úgy, hogy valószínűleg nem tudom, megszégyenülni megyek oda. Tehát, hogy ezt kell nézni, hogy honnan, hova jutottam el, hogy tényleg 87 kiló voltam, és mennyi melót tettem bele, és hogy miken mentem keresztül, és miket fejlődtem meg.
kilograms. The work I put into it, the way I improved. So that's what it's interesting about this whole journey.
Istenes! Bence!
Figyelsz saját magadra, figyelsz a belső hangodra, az érzéseidre,
your inner
csak jó
voice,
dolgok történhetnek
your
veled,
emotions,
mert
and if you do that, only good things can happen to you. I do believe in providence, and this is the way I live my life. If your emotions are in the right place, you always make good decisions. That doesn't mean that only good things can happen, but because obviously there's some low points, but you can definitely learn from those. And after that, if you improve in something, and if you put the work into it, that's going to create good things, generate good things, and it motivates me. And box requires me to pay attention to myself, to my spirit, my mind, my body, and I learn, I take away something from every single match, and obviously every fight is a very rough internal fight. During the matches and the bouts, I oftentimes fight myself. I don't know whether other fighters feel the same, but I do fight my very own self.
Na náhogy Istenes Bence! Na náhogy Istenes Bence!
Viktoros mérkőzésem előtt voltak olyan vízióim, hogy én el fogom veszteni ezt a mérkőzést. Mert azt hittem, hogy meg kell tanítanom a gyerekeimet veszteni. Nem tudnak veszteni a gyerekeim, olyanok, mint amilyenek én voltam gyerekként, hogy ilyen fanatikusan nem tudnak veszteni. És azt hittem, hogy látniuk kell engem kikapni nagyon egyértelmű szituációban, ami nyilván egy boxring például, amit közvetít a tévé, óriás arénában van, meg vagy világítva, és apukádok vesztik. Ilyen a box, ilyen a sport, ilyen az élet, hogy néha nyersz, néha vesztesz, és hogy ezáltal megtanulják. És amiben nem volt egy ilyen
and that way they are going to learn. And there was a source of fear because of that in me, that I would lose the match. And if that's the way it should be, then that's the way it will be.
Folyamatosan keresem az új lehetőségeket, hogyan lehetne jobb a regenerálódásom, hogyan lehetne esetleg még jobb az étrendem, hogyan tudnék, nem tudom, még többet pihenni, hogyan tudnék, mondjuk nem tudom, ilyeneknek rájövök egyik meccsen, hogy úristen, a szülemben túl sok energiát használtam el. Hogyan tudnám a szüneteket hatékonyabban tölteni, akkor keresek erre egy szakembert, hogyan lehetne a légzésemet javítani. Akkor elkezdek egy légzés technikát, szóval évről minden meccs és minden felkészülés után próbálom
after every match, after every preparation period, I try to improve. For example, you learn from a dietitian that chips and crisps is not something very beneficial for you, so obviously a big thank you goes to the dietitian that Bence is working with. So that's brought us closer to success. When it comes to breathing, obviously breathe in, breathe out. So box has brought about a lot of change in my life. If I take a look at the past 3 years, it was transformed completely and fundamentally. We're not going to tell you about the tactics because every match has got its own tactics, but I can promise that with the fans behind my back and with the ultimate will there is, it's going to be a tough fight.
I really like just don't feel right. I think I could feel much better at night. Seems I can't deny. Some days just pass me by. You know I can feel much better at night.
Melodia perduta nel vento, melodia che nasce al tempo, melodia nel suo momento, melodia perduta nel vento, melodia perduta nel vento, melodia che nasce al tempo, melodia nel suo momento, melodia perduta nel vento. Tra luci e ombre, il tempo scompare, vivi nel glitch del presente.
We making it 'cause we making moves. The only thing we know how to do. Said it's the only thing we know how to do. Work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard. We work hard, play hard, keep partying like it's your job. Work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard. We work hard, play hard, keep partying like it's your job.
Come on, baby, and drop it. Scrub the floor and just mop it. Show these gangsters how you pop lock it. Don't care what you got in your pocket. I beat the way that you rockin'. Flip that thing, girl, stop it. Wanna just bang, bang and pop it. While the club crowd are just watching you work it out. Got a gang of cash and it's going all on the ball. And it's going fast 'cause I feel like a superstar. And you may not have it, I might have just broke the law. It's your turn to grab it and I make this whole thing yours. Work it out.
Said our hustlers' work is never through. We making it 'cause we making moves. The only thing we know how to do. Said it's the only thing we know how to do. Work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard. We work hard, play hard, keep partying like it's your job. Work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard. We work hard, play hard, keep partying like it's your job.
Some fresh to death looking plush. Ladies can't get enough. Got my fitness on looking buff. And all my people with my trust. Holding down for my city. If they're asking you, I'm not guilty. Only thing that I'm guilty of is making you rock with me. Work it out. Got a gang of cash and it's going all on the ball. And it's going fast 'cause I feel like a superstar. And you may not have it, I might have just broke the law. It's your turn to grab it and I make this whole thing yours. Work it out.
Said our hustlers' work is never through. We making it 'cause we making
Fújtatódik a Hellboxing Kings. A színpadon Belán.
Jó! Atasom kérdezi, hogy hova mész? Belemegyek, ne beszélj sokat, mert az utcán nagyon sokat tényleg. Megyeget az éjszaka, nem vagyok szanaszénjel. Kommer rein und mache flow, starke Mann-Syndrom. Amsterdamban is minden top. A fotel aktivót, nincsen másikon. Megcsináltam gógácnak hóban. Tempó, de meleg a szelkó. De 20 évesen mondta, hogy vagyok egy bro. West Coast, in the city bad boys. Bele se kezdtem, baby, jobb, ha megszokszol nights. Mondd mi a para, egész ilyen megyek mindig csak úton. De bár csak ne lenne piaszaga. Addig nem állok magam, míg nem a csúcson vagyok. Megyeget az eleje, csak átutazóba. Gib gas, was machst du ganze Nacht? Menetelek a szívem, kitárogatom. Rámutatok, mi a stájsz, mi a gond. Megyeget az eleje, csak átutazóba. Gib gas, was machst du ganze Nacht? Menetelek a szívem, kitárogatom. Rámutatok, mi a stájsz, mi a gond. Starboy, bin gar nicht, bin Bilane, froh, sei nicht heimlich. Távolról már datni, közeledik jön a célpillanatszámból. Suche meine Cash, bin by the way, alaway, minden tisztelet a projekt. Utoljára off, de most a név, hol a pénz, gondold a nyolc, van hova mész. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, Bro, was ist hier los? Meine Gang, meine Zeit, meine Welt, ja sie kommt. Ja, die reden und reden, bestimmen in mein Leben, was ich machen sollte, kein Plan. Darum hätte ich schon gehört, man hat doch auch mir, wenn ich wieder eine Scheiß mach. Was ist los, Papa, okay, wenn mir geht, fällt durch, ja, hallo, Neko, weil er tust nicht, weil er nur nicht. Schon das Sex, und Test, schon so geht. Mir geht du Leben, wo war ich nicht? Ich kann sie leider in der Nacht gut nehmen, weil schon wohl fällt, Mama, ja, tut zählt. Seh, oh mein Gott, wenn es losgeht. Gib Gas, was machst du ganze Nacht? Menetelek a szívem, kitárogatom. Rámutatok, mi a stájsz, mi a gond. Megyeget az eleje, csak átutazóba. Gib Gas, was machst du ganze Nacht? Menetelek a szívem, kitárogatom. Rámutatok, mi a stájsz, mi a gond. Starboy, bin gar nicht, bin Bilano, froh, sei nicht peinlich. Távolról már látni, közeledik jön a célpillanatszámból nincs. Suche meine Cash, bin by the way, alaway, minden tisztelet a projekt. Utoljára off, de most jön a név, hol a pénz, gondold a nyolcba, meg hova mész.
Ő volt a 2025-ös X-Factor győztese, Belano!
So, the winner of the 2025 X Factor, Belano. Very important piece of information is that you can already apply for X Factor 2026. It's already open. If you have the will, the passion, you can definitely submit your application to the 2026 X Factor. And we thank the dancers of Q Factor for their performance. And this is Hellboxing Kings from Budapest Pop László Arena live on RTL and RTL Plus Premium. And obviously we've evoked the memory of László Pop, who's a 3-time Olympic champion. And next year we're going to be celebrating the 100th anniversary of his birth. And the Association of Hungarian Boxers treats this year as a special one. They're going to devote it to paying homage to the memory of László Pop. And the next bout is going to be a milestone moment, a moment that we've been paying attention to for months now, and we've been tracking the preparation of the Celebrity League winner. Then he won the International Celebrity Tour, and he also won a title unification match against Viktor Varga. But this is something very much different. We've run out of celebrities when it comes to opponents. So here we come with the first professional bout of Bence Istenes. His opponent is the Serbian fighter Nebojsa Glisic. The Serbian is a tough fighter. He's got 7 professional matches behind his back, and he would like to show that toughness, perseverance, experience in professional boxing is worth much more than being famous or being liked by people. Let's get familiar with Nebojsa Glisic, the opponent of Bence Istenes. Hi, my name is Nebojsa Glisic. I'm ready for Hellboxing Kings. I started training in boxing in middle school. I watched a couple of films of boxing and that piqued my attention. And then I experienced that in boxing anything is possible. My first sparring took place in Valjevo. I was really excited, but after sparring I realized that I enjoyed it a lot and that I could improve a lot as well. My biggest strength is my discipline in the ring. My stamina and my concentration is also outstanding. I give my everything during every match.
Az a bizonyos felkészültség és az a bizonyos fegyelmezettség, amiről
discipline and preparation that the Serbian fighter is talking about is something that cannot be lacking in the toolbox of a professional boxer. Bence Istenes fell in love with boxing and he took his preparation extremely seriously and he managed to win all of his matches. There's a professional, serious team standing behind him. Imre Kovács is leading technical trainings. Attila Zinger is the conditioning trainer. Barbár Tamás is the one helping him out. So this is a professional team which dreams about Bence's way being opened up towards a professional career in boxing. I think I'm the first one who's managed to make the transition from the celebrity league to the pro league, and this is, I think, a cool thing. We worked a hell of a lot for this, and this is what's interesting about my history. The fact 3 years ago I was a guy with a dad bod, father of 2, a host, and nobody would have thought that I would be preparing within several years' time for a professional match, so that's what you need to look at. My journey, I was 86 kilograms. I put a lot of work into it. The journey I did, and that's the motivation that you need to see. I like meeting new challenges. I'm looking very much forward to this bout.
Kedves vendégek, itt a helyszínen! Készen áll-e mindenki arra, hogy megnézze?
Everybody in attendance, are you ready to see the debut match among professionals of my excellent colleague Bence Istenes? The fan base is already here. The fanatics making their voices heard. So let's see the big jump of Bence Istenes. Is it possible that a new star is going to be born? And new star is going to be born on the sky of professional boxing. Let's see the match itself.
Egy határozott harcos Szerbiából. Ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the blue corner, a determined warrior from Serbia, Nebojsa Glisic. A piros sarokba érkezik az a versenyző, aki a Celeb Ligából most a profi box világába lép. And his opponent, ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the red corner, a celebrity who's now stepping up to the professional league, Istenes Bence!
És a szerelem, ha beindul, nincs megállás, akkor a nem vár, elindul már, és a szerelem vonatból nincs kiszállás. Mindig egy vonatban utaztunk, indulástól, és sem szállunk, míg az idő majd kiszámol. Néha egymás mellé kerültünk egy állomáson, s néha helyen kellett cserélnünk, hogy már...
Hölgyeim és uraim, ez a Hell Boxing Kings profi box mérkőzése nagyváltó súly kategóriában. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Hell Boxing Kings Pro Boxing bout in the Super Welterweight Division. Első versenyzőnk a kék sarokban, a 31 éves, 176 cm magas, a mérlegelésen 67,85 kg súlyú szerb versenyző. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, at 31 years of age, he stands 176 centimeters tall and weighed in at 67.85 kilograms. Fighting out of Valjevo, Serbia, here's Nebojsa Glisic! És az ellenfele a piros sarokban, a 38 éves, 179 cm magas, a mérlegelésen 69,2 kg súlyú magyar versenyző. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, at 38 years of age, he stands 179 centimeters tall and weighed in at 69.2 kilograms. He is the 2024 Hell Boxing Kings International Celebrity League Middleweight Champion and 2025 HBK and Starbucks United Celebrity Champion, fighting from Lake Balaton, Hungary, Istenes Bence! És a mérkőzés vezetőbírója, and your referee in charge, Kovács Bence.
The center, please. Okay, gentlemen, trunks are good here. Trunks are a bit high here. I'm gonna let you work here, okay? You know what I expect? A good, clean, professional fight. Listen to my commands and protect yourself. Good luck.
És akkor következik Istenes Bence első profi mérkőzése.
Upcoming, the first professional match of Bence Istenes at the age of 38. Maybe with a history of 2 to 3 years in boxing, and as he introduced himself from a guy with a dad bod, he's transitioned to become a fighter who's proving himself among the professionals. So he had a hell of a journey last year at the celebrity tournament middleweight division of the Hellbox Celebrity Tour, and after another victory this year, he decided to make his way into the professional division, and he's showcased that he's prepared to fight against all different styles. Victor Varga, whom he defeated, had a very unpleasant style, but he's very courageous to enter the world of professionals, because now he's going to fight a professional boxer, obviously not a top boxer, but this is a step he needs to make. Even an excellent amateur start out against a weak professional. It's very rare that the very first match they fight against somebody who's really serious. So it was a really nice punch. So I'm just telling you that what a right hook. Probably made his way to the Serbian. He's not reminding me of Freddie Mercury, but obviously it may be a source of motivation for the opponent that he's fighting a celebrity boxer. But if he watched the matches of Bence, then he will have seen that in dynamics and in speed he's definitely up there. The biggest challenge for Bence may not exactly be the opponent, but the 3-minute rounds. That's a huge difference. 2 instead of 3, but now he's the one dictating the tempo. It was a really nice right-hand jab from Bence. What can be at the advantage of the Serbian is the routine, not just the matches, but the fact that he's been doing boxing since middle school. So there was a headbutt, it was inadvertent. They just butted their heads. This is a nice round, I think. And he's a good opponent for a first match. He definitely put some hurdles in front of Bence. That was really nice left-handed punch. Just a bit different. Istenes is throwing his head around, ducking and evading, but he needs to be very disciplined. That was a nice one. Right-handed hook. And the left one too. I truly hope he's not gassed out yet. A nice one, left-handed jab, and this is a nice first round, a decisive one. What a beautiful end to the round. Very nice finishing touches. Obviously the tempo is not particularly high octane, but is not falling apart. If I were the Serbian, I'm probably dictating the tempo for him to fall apart, because obviously for a beginner, the hardest thing to do is to implement what you have learned in the gym in the ring. But maybe he's also getting tired. The coach delivered 2 blows to him while sitting there. Probably that's the way they like it. I don't know whether he's got such tough shots during the round than the ones he received from the coach now. We had a coach, Uncle Toto, who was more feared than the opponent, more feared by the fighters than their opponents. So let's see round 2.
Jó balossal kezdett Bence.
Bence with a nice left hand jab. Really nice combination.
Érzi, hogy ki...
De úgy szépen fogadta, most meg megint jobb kézzel.
Very nice.
És ez már pattant, tehát ez most már nem az a ütés volt, amikor úgy készült rá, hanem kipattant belőle.
He rips these out. It's bouncing out of him.
Ő is cserélgeti.
He's switching up the stance as well.
Igen, és stabil alapállás, de nem
and he's got really stable, solid stance. But the right hand popping out shows that it's got the work in it. It's really good behind the gloves. Okay.
De nagyon jól jött vissza Bence.
He managed to bounce back Bence with the right hand. And now he managed to evade the shots from the Serbian. He's working with the shoulders and he's pushing and shoving a bit, but it's definitely something that can be tolerated. And at your first professional match, it's something that is okay. Up until this point, obviously, he's doing everything right. In this particular round, he's already shown that he's got a very dynamic right hand. He can use that to open up the defenses of the Serbian. They're getting close to one another. That's a pocket fight. I think he's much better when he's doing outside fighting. I think he's having an easier job opening up the defenses of the Serbian from the outside. But it seems like he's in a good condition. His preparation was really nice. 3 successive shots landed. He had some training camps, and he's very serious about doing the job, doing the homework. So the problem is not starting at the age of 35. Obviously, you need to be serious about it. If you do it seriously, then you can get to a high level. So it's not just a hobby, but that's more than just a hobby. What really is deserving of appreciation is that he puts a lot of work into it despite his career on television. His shots are a bit too short. That was a nice uppercut, right uppercut. I would definitely encourage him to come a bit further away, because this brawling is not working to his advantage, and that takes away from his energy. That was a nice left-handed jab. What a nice body shot. That was a really nice left-handed jab. So he's getting some punches, but he's also delivering some. I think the first round was better, because I think his punches from the outside and from further away are much more spectacular, but it's going to be really hard to make the transition and be further away, because you get bogged down in a brawling style that's hard to get out of. But there's 2 rounds to go. 6 minutes. The Serbian is actually counting the breaks remaining. And here we come to round 3. We are at the halfway point of the match. In the first round, Bence was boxing from the outside. In the second, it was an inside job, so to say, but this is what we need. Very beautiful combinations. Right, left. That's a nice one. Evading those punches from the Serbian. The longer your reach is, the faster the punch is. And whip obviously makes the biggest clash when you whip it from distance. I think it's not late enough to start throwing around some Hungarian idioms. Istenes comes back with 2 jabs, having given over control to the Serbian. Now he slowed down a bit. Maybe when he's gassed out, it's easier to box from the pocket, but he needs to be careful. His hands need to be up there. That was a nice body shot, but once again his head is undefended. That was a nice uppercut. But obviously a host needs to be careful. To keep his moneymaker intact. Nice shots. That was a nice evasion, nice ducking. Succession of nice shots. Accurate punches. It's an excellent match. He's got a nice dynamic to it. It wouldn't be a nice side, him being the host of Csillag Születik with a black eye. Once again, 2 nice uppercuts, 2 nice hooks. You need to give some space to these shots. At the beginning of the round, his moves were really elegant. Like obviously, His conditioning is something that's going to matter a lot. Half a minute to go from this round. It seems to be a hell of a lot longer than the amateur 2-minute round. Very effective from outside. That was an accurate shot from the Serbian. He shows that he's not a greenhorn. He's a professional boxer, that's for sure. It was nice, especially at the beginning of the round. And we need to add that he's 38 years old. He had already finished at that age, Mishi. Is that right? Yes. I finished at 32, and I think Modar was around 38 when he hung up the gloves.
Ja, mondjuk attól függően gondolom, az aktív pályafutás.
Yeah, the active career. See, he stopped at 2006.
Rengeteg információval szolgáltunk, most akkor várjuk
so lots of pieces of information that we started throwing around. So we expect the answer from anybody who can tell us how old Mihai Korta is, maybe around 60. Now the Serbian coach has stopped slapping his boxer around. So here we come with the last round, and obviously he's gonna be kicked off with a handshake. Bence Istenes has arrived at the last round of his first professional bout. He's in a good condition. The Serbian had some nice shots, but Bence has been dominating from the beginning. First fighting from the inside, then a bit of brawling, and in the third round he's gone back to fighting from the outside. Nebojsa is coming back with some nice shots. He needs to be careful. He needs to be there on the defensive end. He varies his shots. The Serbian seems to be a bit more fatigued. That was a nice left hook. He's landing nicer punches on body and head, and from this close up it's also very nice to hear them. Nice left jab from Bence. Bit of a brawling. Needs to be broken somehow. We're at the halfway point of the round. It is a really nice closing round. Couple of really hard shots fired. Nice. He listens to the instructions of the coach. He turned him towards the ropes. And now he's dancing around. The Serbian is actually falling for these feints and for these tricks. Serbian also managed to land a left-handed jab. Less than 50 seconds to go, and Bence Istenes, and his professional record is going to be 1-0. And I don't think there's going to be a big change. That was a nice shot. Serbian tries to cover himself. That's a nice one. 20 seconds to go. 15. Maybe some counting at the very end. Bence with some series of shots at the very end. Istenes Bence with the first victory of his professional career. So he's definitely made his debut among the professionals, and I think it is definitely well deserved. There's no question, I think that he's coming out victorious of this. I think it was kind of different as to what was more efficient during the different stages of the match. I don't think that he was too good at fighting from the pocket. What I liked at the end is moving to the sides and changing the rhythm, and he managed to sort of dominate the opponent through these. My wife is also happy, everybody's happy. I feel like the Serbian coach is going to beat up his boxer very badly. He seems to be a nasty coach, and he is not particularly satisfied with the performance of his mentee. I think Bence's performance is definitely something to be praised. And I think the referee also did a great job.
A mérkőzés eredménye a pontozó lapok alapján. Ladies and gentlemen, the judges have scored this bout. Szerbiából, from Serbia, Radenko Tadic, 40-36, 40-36. Csehországból, from the Czech Republic, Jaroslav Zsak, 40-36, 40-36. Magyarországról, from Hungary, Gabriel Pulcsú, 40-35, 40-35. Így a mérkőzés győztese egyhangú pontozással, declaring your winner by unanimous decision, Istenes Bence!
Az edzővel, a csapattal.
Ladies and gentlemen, a hug with the team, with the coach, who accompanied him so far, and who knows where this journey might end. Bence, come here, stand next to me. Congratulations. It is a quarter of a century ago that I started accompanying Hungarian boxing, and I never thought I would say, Bence, Istenes, welcome to the camp of professional boxing. Congratulations to your first victory. What was it like? It was tough. I got very tired by the end, a serious opponent. But it is rare, but I have no words. I'm still under the fact it was a huge milestone. I've been awaiting this for quite a long time. I didn't even know that I was awaiting this, but here we are. It is incredible. At such a magical place, I can box here in front of so many people, so lots of thanks to everybody who came here. The 20th December 2025, your first professional victory in László Papp Sports Arena. Very conscious boxing. You vary it a lot, you map your opponent, and you even listen to your coaches' instructors. Very conscious fighting. Thank you very much. We keep working a lot. Every day I have a motivation and mentality that I want to become better than the day before, and I keep traveling from Balaton to Fehérvár to Budapest work alongside the kids, but I love it a lot. It gives me a lot, both physically and mentally, spiritually, and I would like to thank a lot my team, my master, Tomi Tóth, Tomi Német, my fitness coach, Ernő Fines, Imi Kovács, and everybody who belongs to the team, and everybody who helped me prepare, and Balázs, and the list could go on. Thanks to everybody. Bence, congratulations, and tomorrow a star is born. A star is already born on the sky of Hungarian boxing. Hats off, congratulations, ladies and gentlemen, Bence Istenes.
Egy mérföldkövet már érintettünk.
One milestone we already reached.